I literally drank out his whole back bar and kind of became a joke to us. So I literally have gone broke in this city and I didn't skip a beat. So I feel...
Welcome to the Expat Failure Matrix, where we run the numbers so you don't have to. Tonight, Brando made a 20-minute manifesto titled, "I had a kid here, I'm still not going home." Then he went home. Well, not home. He went to a different country. The kid stayed. Let's run the matrix.
When you find out you're having a child somewhere, you stop being a visitor. You stop treating the place like an experiment you can walk away from. You start asking different questions. Not, how will this work here, but how do...
He sounds like a man who has made a decision. Remember that sentence.
Because commitment without math is just romanticizing. Our rent is $600 a month for a place that would cost me $2,500 a month in Nashville and $3,500 a month in Los Angeles.
$600 a month. Healthcare for $2,200. The math is actually good. Write that down.
What's important is that I put skin in the game in a country in a way that renting an apartment never could. What the baby accelerated was not my decision to stay, it was my decision.
Skin in the game. A decision to belong. This is not a man hedging. This is a man who burned the boats.
I also signed a lease in Kampot to build Fiber House Kampot, a co-living, co-working space we're opening in May. Private room, private entrance, 350 megabytes per second, fiber optic.
A co-living space. 350 megabits. A lease in Kampot. He signed paperwork. In a country he is about to leave.
Our son was born at Intercare Hospital in Phnom Penh. We had a private room, English-speaking OBGYNs, round-the-clock care. I could text the doctor day and night, and she would respond to me. Soup to nuts, the whole thing, from 12 weeks after conception until 10 weeks.
$2,200. Soup to nuts. That is genuinely impressive math from a man whose next financial strategy is a bag of rice.
Education will be worthless with AI. P's and Q's, dotting his I's and crossing his T's. Are you kidding me?
Skipping school because of a chatbot. A bold educational philosophy from a man whose own math failed so spectacularly, he now drinks fake liquor.
Is the pedigree. I went to the Harvard Academy. I went to Harvard Westlake and the peers.
He's not buying a curriculum. He's buying a guest list.
I want my son to be able to call his peer group from jail or when he's in a tricky situation. In LA, I had good Jewish lawyers that...
Singapore tuition. The world's most expensive insurance policy for when your kid eventually gets caught doing whatever you're teaching him. The math ain't mathing.
Anyway, I do really feel at home in the city, which is why I'm moving back here with
20 minutes of commitment. Burned the boats, signed a lease, decision to belong, and then one video later, he just moves.
invited us to dinner on Sunday. You know, they're those kinds of friends. And she just feels more secure in Saigon, even though it's not her home country, because she sees the sort of friendship support structure.
He and the kid run to the border 4 times a year. She runs 12. That's not geo-arbitrage. That's a commute.
Oh, Nam, you know, just FYI, I'm going to have short this month, you know, I'm waiting on payment time. Oh, bro, no problem. He goes, no problem. We have a whole bag of rice, you know. He's like, we got a 50-pound bag of rice up there.
He cracked the code to geo-arbitrage. Move somewhere cheap, run out of money, and let your barber feed you for free.
Emptied out the back bar, and he and I just refilled the bottles with the bourbon bottles with like a little bit of espresso and water, so it looked like bourbon, just so he wasn't totally.
He didn't just drink his friend's bar dry, he counterfeited the evidence. This isn't an expat lifestyle, this is a crime scene. The math ain't mathing.
A logistical mission. I only have $100 USD notes, and I gotta pay his barber.
No local currency, just Benjamins. He's been here long enough to go broke, but not long enough to learn the exchange rate.
A bit self-conscious about going on camera again, because I put on some dad weight. I got a 4-month-old son, and there's been some other kind of work-related stress in my life, so.
That's not dad weight. That's 50 pounds of another man's grocery bill.
Hàng xóm mặn. Trời ơi, chị ơi! A 20-minute video about staying forever, and then he runs away on an airplane?
Chị ơi, the xe-ôm driver makes $500 a month, and he pays for his own rice at the market.
50 pounds of charity rice, chị ơi. Tell him to buy a used Honda Wave and deliver food. At least he gets a free meal. Chúng tôi thấy hết.
Look, Brando is a survivor. Most expats who go broke run back to their parents' basement. He figured out how to stay. Commitment without math is romanticizing. But running out of money, drinking your friend's liquor and refilling it with espresso water? That's not romance. That's a felony. Expat Failure Matrix score. Financial Runway. 10 out of 170. Survived on 50 pounds of charity rice from his barber. Educational planning. 20 out of 170. Buying a pedigree for future bail money. Cultural integration. 80 out of 170. He actually made real local friends. He just drank all their liquor. Self-awareness index. 30 out of 170. Claims he didn't skip a beat while counterfeiting bourbon. Hustle transparency. 40 out of 170. The 20-minute manifesto was a lie. He left. Final score, 180 out of 850, the Espresso Bourbon. He cracked the code. The code was charity. I'm your host at the Expat Failure Matrix. If a man writes a manifesto about staying while waiting for his connecting flight, ask to see the math. The proprietary algorithm used in today's episode is available in our exclusive EFM course, which is a single ChatGPT prompt on how to actually relocate to Southeast Asia without drinking your friend's back bar dry. Please do not pirate it because it is already free.